Okay, with the creative team of sustAIn, with AI kind of as at the emphasis in stain, with Peter and Anthony, and you guys are from Australia, Austria. I almost said
Austria?
Australia.
No, no kangaroos.
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard that before, right? There, everybody goes to
Yeah,
Austria.
yeah,
Like, where's the
lots of time.
kangaroos, right? So where tell like it's a 5 minute film played at the Environmental Film Festival. Tell people what this film was about. How would you describe this film?
Okay, it first started with a competition in 1994, a long time ago,
That's 30 years ago.
uh, many
Okay.
years ago, with a competition of 500 students called by Mack from LA, and the theme topic was openness. And for me, just first it was a geometry theme. Uh, and then so like 360 degrees, just geometry. And then it goes further for me to functionality. So how could I make furniture out of it? And then it went on. How could I build this with materials, not new ones, but old ones, recycled ones, and so it became a really upcycling model or
Mm.
furniture kind of thing. And then the story went on. In 2024, I submitted at the Vienna Design Week at the Focus Trash competition or exhibition, and it was exhibited there. And then I talked to Anthony how we could make these materials move, like this
Okay.
multifunction thing, this furniture. How could we show this moving of these materials? And he said, okay, let's make a movie, but also I could this do with kind of AI
Exactly.
Yeah.
implements. And it went further on that we thought, um, how could we
Yeah.
show in all together sustainability and this really sensible usage of AI in these times.
Exactly.
So that was the
Okay. So I'll
short.
nail it down. Basically, so there's sustain is about combining sustainability and artificial intelligence to show
Exactly.
like ideas of sustainability. So what does sustainability mean to you? What does that mean, sustainability?
Sustainability for me personally, I would say sustainability is not just in a typical sense sustaining something. I would consider sustainability, especially in our short film, about a representation of a perhaps upcoming future. Since, I mean, I think it's obvious that AI is advancing pretty exponentially at
Mhm.
this point, and there's no real stop to it. And I thought sustainability in this sense could represent more of our social or society in it with AI and its impacts to our social economic ecosystem for me personally.
Okay.
So the what we would like to show with this film is this movie is first how the world is now it's on fire like we say
In a good way
uh,
or a bad
yeah
way? It's on
yeah
fire in a good way or a
yeah
bad way?
yeah about what
In
we
a
would
poetic way.
and what we wanted to show is not just how bad it is and
Yeah.
you can do anything and what we could do, and we showed this with a little furniture, like you
Yeah.
could make this not with new materials but with old ones, and so this reduce reuse is for me the most
Yeah.
important thing of sustainability, the most important meaning and this even upcycling of things. So it's more than just putting things together. These all things, and you have even more out of it.
Yeah.
You have a functionality and kind of things.
So you're Peter, you're an architect, correct?
architect and designer architect, yes.
And so
And
you,
I'm teaching at the probably largest technical school in Europe, maybe, on the HTL Mödling
okay.
near Vienna. And Anthony is a student of mine, and we have a lot of really
Yeah.
yes, good students, and he's one of those, and we're one of the
Yeah.
best ones.
I mean,
And so we put us together, and yes.
So Anthony, your goal in life is to be an architect?
um, basically, yes. Right now I'm trying to find my own way, creatively. Build myself something I personally, I guess, resonate to. And I noticed through just reflecting on myself that this creative passion inside me is, I had to express it somehow. And that is firstly through drawing, but eventually it turned into music and then filmmaking. And most importantly, why I decided even to let's make this public or show it to someone is I, I really get a feeling that I hope people could resonate to these ideas or concepts, though perhaps philosophical in a sense. Um, I'm just here to explore just myself and what's to come.
So you're okay, so there's a lot going on in the film. So let's break down how the film was made. So who did the music? Where did the music come from?
That was from me, from lyrics, style, and ironically, the whole film is made with AI, and not just one, but multiple types, multiple programs. And um, I've been teaching myself how to really use it and implement it in real life or perhaps art filmmaking. And yeah,
Got, gotcha. So everything, even the music is AI?
yeah, exactly. I mean, what I noticed is where the moment we finished the film, um, AI was still at its early stages, but after 8 months, I really took note of that 8 months. AI, music, visuals, and just perhaps just chatbots in general. Everything has evolved so
Mhm.
much just in a time span of 8 months.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's why we made a secondary musical trailer to the original movie
Mm.
to represent the differences within this time span. And I feel like we captured that essence.
So I was just looking at my phone there because my Instagram was not blowing up, but it was like making people were making comments, and we were promoting an AI film yesterday, and people were making comments on the AI film and Instagram, and they don't like it.
I
But
know,
of
I
course,
know.
it's a minority group of people who like to text or like to comment on posts. So I'm not saying that that's everybody, but basically, it's people who are like scared of it. I think it's fear.
Exactly.
And that's what we wanted to show.
Yeah,
It's for us a perfect mixture of the furniture,
yeah.
the pictures of the furniture, the moving materials shown for the furniture, and then this all uh, to show to make it perfect with AI, like to feed the ideas of us, like the world is on fire. It's really going bad. I mean, everything is burning. Trees is burning.
Yeah,
And so it's not even literally, so but real. So
yeah,
it's on fire, and this went in the text and in the pictures, and we created the text, the music, and the whole film, like the combination of the furniture, the
yeah.
sustainability in the eye, so as a perfect mixture. Not It's not only an AI film, it's not only
Well,
a,
what?
a picture
Yeah,
movie, but it is the for us maybe the perfect combination of both of many worlds, let's say.
Yeah, from my side, I've heard that fear a lot, also within my friend group. I understand it, and personally myself, I fear it too. I mean, I use it, but it's for me it's also scary of how fast this is advancing. And I mean, one must not accept that advancement. I mean, why is there a need to accept it? But just to represent the world, our perhaps our concepts with AI. Ironically, also the story is also partially about AI and our world, and just showing that for the world to see. I mean, that's the important part of it. I mean, yes, I get it's an AI film, but the fear is also understandable. But like it's our purpose was to show what possibilities there are with AI. Perhaps it's not perfect now,
Yeah.
and it's gonna get more perfect. That's the scary part. But that's sadly a world where we live in currently. And
So you guys are interesting collaborators because you're from different generations. So you kind of see the world differently. Peter, I'm assuming we're from the same generation. So we remember the world without the internet, right? You said 1994 you got awarded. 1994 in 2024 and 2025 is a very different world, right? The internet didn't exist. This like we remember like just regular television.
Even
Where
when the smartphone
yeah.
there.
And so, but then obviously Anthony is grew up in a world that is all about technology. It's the technology era, right? So he knows nothing but social media. That's the world he grew up in, right? So it's interesting that you guys collaborated on an AI project because you
And
were
there,
both to see he has different perspective. Anthony's generation is obviously gonna be more affected by AI than we are in terms of jobs, commerce, economy, what they're gonna do with their lives, right? We're kind of like we're not in the back nine, but we're close, right? So we've lived a lot of life and and Anthony's just starting his life, right?
exactly.
but the furniture, Anthony brought it to move.
Yeah.
The pictures are from back from 1994.
Yeah, exactly. That's the irony,
So
right? It's all full
that's
circle. Yeah.
we span this both. So let's say from real analog pictures from
Yeah.
back from the first competition to now let's say last ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
So
would say that maybe Peter gets this joke and I don't, and Anthony won't, but you're like Doc Brown and he's Marty McFly, I guess, right?
I do not actually know who Doc Brown is.
It's a Back to the
But
Future reference. We're like,
um
yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah. But it's like this is a movie from the 80s, right? So basically it's like, yeah. So okay, so tell me, so in terms of the AI, how did you put the film together? You said the music, everything was AI. You just kind of came up with ideas because there is creativity involved, right? Like
exactly.
you just don't press a button and then film gets made, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, for me, the film, the process started way before we even perhaps talked about the project or collaborated on it. So for me, I always had thoughts in the back of my head of how to perhaps show something, represent something, and that with a meaning. And yes, until we had the film. Within that process, I was still learning about AI and just looking up new things, what you could do, which you still can't do, perhaps what you will be able to do in the future. And it's all a process of learning. And within a time span of a year, I have learned not everything, perhaps, but still of how to execute something with AI. It's kind of insane because as a child, I was always watching movies like Terminator,
Yeah.
and I was really like into that world. It was like something fascinating as a child. Like you see androids walking around, and now it's slowly becoming a reality. Perhaps not in a Terminator way, but in a sense, it is happening, and it's also surreal for me that,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Mm.
that's and everybody that's what people are afraid of, right? Like it's a kind of like a afraid the robots are gonna take over the world, right? Just like we took over the world, the humans took over the world from the animals, right? Like we already conquered the world. Now someone's gonna conquer the world from us.
I mean, for me personally, I don't fear AI physically conquering the world.
Yeah.
Uh, Perhaps that's a general fear. I fear that AI could change our society.
Well, I think it already is, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's already in the process. For me the scary part.
Yeah.
And when that moment happens where it really starts changing perhaps how we tick, that's what scares me. Yeah, that's my fear.
Yeah. Well, what about like do you think that an AI can do architecture? Can do just do that job?
We learned that especially in school projects, that it often goes in too many directions. So you have to decide then which way you choose, and then it's more work to put this together or put it, out the things or extract
Mm,
the things you can use. So it is the first footsteps maybe are made. But what I wanted to say, a bit going back to the story of the movie. Uh, as I said, it was the analog idea, just to make materials move,
mhm.
and to show openness, also in a sense of open-minded, this sustainability behind it, and so it grew to a movie where we saw found out that the sujets that we would like to show would be better to show than in a maybe this kind of movie. Then it worked out. But
Gotcha.
the first steps to just basically to show moving materials of this furniture.
To the furniture, which you
Yeah.
created a long time ago. You won an award, right? So back
Yes.
then, and now we live in
Two awards.
yeah, two
One
award.
back in
Well,
1994, then at the Vienna Design Week in 2024.
yeah.
And now we are very proud and honored to that we
Yeah.
got this award. Yeah.
So
And
Is Anthony going to pass your class then? Is he going to get an
Yeah.
I mean, I still have to
Maybe.
learn. I mean, I still have to learn, yeah, study. But for me, truthfully said, I am also, like, I'm shocked in a sense that, and also glad that I could collaborate on this project and bring it to life. And until the first steps were made and the results came slowly and slowly,
Mhm.
it just felt in a sense surreal to
Yeah.
me. Because I mean, I'm just beginning life and this is happening. So, I mean,
I think what's happening too is that it will become an economic thing because obviously these companies need to make money through AI to the stock is up, right? But and it's depending on how people are going to react to it, right? So I'll give you an example. So 1996, they cloned a sheep, right? And people were outraged by that. They were scared, they were outraged. And I know they're cloning dogs and they're for rich people and stuff like that, but the cloning didn't really take off in our society like they thought it would, right? Where like obviously the invention is there. Maybe people have been cloned, we just don't know it, right? It's there, it's been done. It was done 30 years ago. They're cloning dogs for Barbra Streisand. So but it didn't take off in society, and you could see that people are scared of AI, right? They don't even want to use it. And in like sites like LinkedIn and like all these like professional sites are like, use AI. They're like hammering it down our throats, right?
Yeah,
Well,
your,
I feel,
your smartphone is pure AI.
yeah,
Any smart, everything is AI.
I mean,
Oh,
the use AI phrase, I feel it's too direct. I mean, you, we still have to like get used to this, I guess, new thing,
yeah.
AI.
There's a
And
fear. There's to go back to what I was talking. There's a fear factor, right? People are scared of
exactly.
this. Yeah,
Mhm.
And for me, when I started, I was shocked. I was in awe that it was like making movies and all that was even possible through AI. But I noticed perhaps just exploring that, I mean, without fear. I mean, I still have that fear behind me. I mean, but still trying to avoid that fear and actually you do something with it. I mean, or use AI as it's perhaps intended, not AI using the human, but
yeah.
the roles are switched
Mhm.
up. And just going in with that mindset, I feel it's important. I mean, sure, there's the fear, but this this change is not, I mean, it's inevitable. I
It's
mean,
inevitable. Okay.
Mhm.
On that note, guys, I wish you the best of success with everything. We hope you graduate with honors, and I'm
thank
sure
you.
you'll collaborate again. And Peter, you gonna make another film?
Yes, let's say there's a project. It's called From Sketch to AR,
Mhm.
like to show the designers first sketch made to the build design object and the AR visual presentation. So some new ideas we are going on.
I have a feeling Anthony's gonna make more films. I could see it in him.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It was first a hobby, and now I'm trying to do something out of it. I
Cool.
mean, yeah. So I have something in plan. I don't want to spoil too
Yeah.
much, but it's gonna be something. Hopefully, let's see. Who
All right.
knows?
All
Time
right,
kills
guys.
time.
Let's talk again when you make your next film. I'd love to talk to you again. Thank you so much.
All right.